Hoping this looks okay. Seems to be looking fine on my end. But welcome back, everyone. Okay. Unoriginal as hell. That is fine, Borrowed. I'm not asking for original characters. I'm asking for you to make a character. That's it. I think Payday is a great game, Origami. If you're going to get any Payday, they'll get Payday 2. Payday 1 is... It's good, but Payday 2 is just a million times better. It's unfortunate you can't use the levels from the first game in the second, but that's fine. So, again, like I mentioned in this game, you are a Deadnaut. You're this guy going in. So, I don't care how original you are. I just going to walk you through character generation. We'll create some characters, and then I will be throwing them in a game next time I play it. So here's how we start out here. Again, I haven't played this, so I will say that much. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but here's sort of what I figured out. And we'll just put in our test name here. About Payday 2 for the DLC, most of it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a lot of DLC there, really bad for that, but most of it doesn't matter because you can play with other people on maps that they get. It's only if you want different weapons and stuff or achievements. As long as you're not interested in that, don't worry about it. It's all good. I recommend picking a character you like if you want one of the character packs, and I would just do that. I would just get one, and then if you like shotguns, get the shotgun pack or something like that. But that's it. You really just need like 2 or 3 DLC to be quite happy with the game. So we start at birth. I really like this character generation. It reminds me of what's the name of the game? Traveler is a role-playing system where you can die in character generation. That reminds me of that. So we start our birth, and we have 30 points to spend throughout the entire character generation. So each of these takes 2 points, it looks like. Vigor, strength, vitality, physical capability. Okay. I don't know what that does. I assume that just makes you stronger and healthier. Acuity, perception, awareness. I don't know if that affects range attacks, but I would assume so. Oh, actually, this is down here. Excellent. Oh, I just noticed. Okay. So this gives you a huge boost to combat, a little bit stealth, and a tiny bit protection. Okay. Okay, so combat, and then stealth, and then protection. Acuity is detection, investigation, intuition, stealth, and hacking. Wits is a large bonus to hacking, and then 1 point in intuition and detection, and 2 in investigation. And grit, 2 points in combat, 1 point investigation, 1 point protection, 1 point intuition, and 1 point stealth, and 4 in cohesion, which is your ability to, I'm assuming it's like your ability to stay together with the group. And because again, going back to Zafe House Diaries, a game I really enjoy, it's very much about the group dynamic. I believe it's the same way, where your characters develop relationships. Not necessarily like, oh man, want to bang? No, like they don't like so-and-so because of how they act on the mission. They witness somebody die, and so-and-so is just like, heh, whatever. And it's like, oh no, and stuff like that. So, anyway, let's just make a meathead here. Go ahead and pump our vigor up, and I'll lower this so about this, right? So we'll just make a standard meathead. Maybe that's not how you want to do it. Maybe you want to make an engineer. The point is, we have 30 points. It is 2 points for each of these, up to a max of 4. Stream reconnected after you explained the first 3 things. Oh, sorry, Borrowed. What did you miss me say? Because I didn't see the stream taking time to reconnect. So I apologize. I guess I can just start from the beginning again. Alright. So it's real quick. A point in... So, we have 30 points throughout the entire character creation. Okay. Okay, you only heard me explain grit. All right. Well, to start, this reminds me a lot of the role-playing game Traveler. It's very cool, the character creation for it. And so you have 30 points to spend, 2 points to level up a primary stat, and you can put up to 4 in a stat, and you can use all your points here. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that, but it lets you at least start doing that. So, 1 point in Vigor gets you 4 points in Combat, 1 point in Protection, and 2 points in Stealth. So that is your sort of soldiery trait. Acuity is your Perception Awareness. It gives you 1 point in Combat, 1 point in Investigation, 1 point Protection, 3 points Detection, 2 points in Intuition, 1 in Stealth, 1 in Hacking. Wit gives you 2 in Investigation, 1 in Detection, 1 in Intuition, 3 in Hacking. My mother birthed me and said I had a lot of vigor. Seems appropriate. Oh, you. And so grit again. 1 investigation gives you 2 in combat, 1 protection, 1 intuition, 1 stealth, and 4 cohesion. Cohesion is your mental, or sort of your emotional stability. So that's a very important skill for a longer term character, I assume. This game also reminds me a lot of Eclipse Phase, a role-playing game I very much enjoy but never get to play. So, anyway, that's just what that is. Maybe we'll get to play that on stream sometime. So let's make a meathead sort of character here and put like 3 points in vigor and say 2 in acuity here. So we've used, well, technically we've only spent 3 points, so it's 6 off our total. Go to the next phase here. Now, this is our environmental stability. So isolation, negative means they prefer to be around others because they have a negative, they're affected negatively by isolation. Positive means they like to be alone. Putting a point in either direction costs you 1 point. Otherwise, you're random. So if you want to define some of your traits here, you are going to lose points doing so. So maybe random's the best way to go if you want to min-max. Hard to say. Destruction. Dislikes dilapidated environments or prefers them. Confined. Prefers open rooms or tight spaces. And again, the negative means that you prefer the opposite of this. So death. Does not like being around corpses or prefers it. If you put positive and you're around other people, does it hurt you? Yes, it hurts you emotionally. And that may... again, I only played 5 minutes of the actual game, but I have played Zafe House Diaries. So I will assume that will put strain on the relationships of the other Deadnauts you're in the group with. And maybe even lead to you disliking a character. So you act, or you perform even worse in situations around them. Stuff like that. So it's very interesting. Anyway, and then combat here does not like combat or prefers it. So maybe putting yourself prefers it for combat is good for the meathead. Otherwise, it probably doesn't matter. But again, either way, assigning a point in any direction here will cost you 1. We're not going to do anything there. We'll go next phase. Now, our education. You may spend 10 points to increase your education, which will give you, as you'll see here, cultural awareness is intuition, walls of solitude, protection, then investigation, cohesion, combat, detection. The minor makers is hacking, and the streets is stealth. So let's go ahead and say we are educated here. We're trying to make a combat guy. Let's say we are the defense academy. Yeah, minus 10, so we lose 10 points. We're already down to 14. So, early career, weapons and tactics. Well, we're going to go on this character here, but the other options, we got technology and machines, which is hacking, support and defense, protection, investigation for research and analysis, and sensors and signals is detection. Now, I will say, protection, support and defense, is not just you taking more hits, but I believe, and again, don't quote me on it because I haven't played much of the game, but I did notice in the loadout, when you're sending your Deadnauts on a mission, there is a shield projector. So someone with high protection, I assume, has a personal shield, but also has the option of taking a projector. So that's very cool and interesting. I'd love to see how that plays out in the actual game, but I didn't get too far. I was just messing around. So now we can take some pluses here. Protection, yeah. So obviously you want to get some points back because you just nuked it. Short circuit can cause power drain in nearby Deadnauts. Everything you have is powered by power. So your suits even as well. So having a power drain, I assume that's going to lower your performance, but I'm not sure. Siphon, knowledge seems to go astray sometimes. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Suspicion causes instability in another Deadnaught if left alone. Bad vibe, so terribly unlikable that other relationships in the vicinity can drop. Porcelain can become heavily unstable after the most minor scratch. Stimulated takes stims on a whim, whether needed or not. Stims in this game are very cool. When you take a stim, it gives you a huge boost in a stat. When it runs out, you go into a withdrawal, which lowers that stat. And the more you use stims, the less they affect you and the longer the withdrawal lasts. Attention Seeker. Nobody knows why, but enemies seem to zero in. Probably not bad for a guy with protection. Signal to noise. Inexplicably dampens signals periodically. Oh, okay. Interesting. Selective deafness. May ignore orders. And memory lapse. Sometimes forgets how to do something important. Now, the deafness comes into, the character I'm playing is sort of, I'm on the ship, and I send you guys in, or rather, we're a team, and you guys go in, and I'm the computer guy, and I'm looking at all the monitors, and I'm trying to help you. I mean, if you think to Evangelion, I'm the CO there. So, to get some points back, let's go ahead and take selective deafness here. You can also take unlikable, which will give you points. Let's go ahead and take that. Likely to develop a negative relationship with someone. Sure. And likable, which will give us a positive relationship. That's okay. So we can stop here. You don't have to go any further in your early career, but because we bought some more points, let's do it. Do we go even more in the weapons and tactics? Maybe. Maybe we want to beef our protection up, though. I think we go weapons. We are just crazy in weapons. And take something like... Now, interesting, we could take a likable relationship at this point. So let's do that. And then we'll take something like Attention Seeker, so the enemies are more likely to attack us. And in our final thing, we did our late career, we're now in Wisdom. Again, you don't have to go this far, but you can. So in Wisdom, the Savior, skills of Cohesion, Stealth for the Ghost, Visionary's Intuition, the General, skills Combat, Protection, Detection, the Brain is Investigation, Hacking. Let's go to the General, of course. So the 48 combat, I feel pretty good about that. So we're actually going to go all the way back, just because we have some extra points here. And bump up Acuity and Vigor again. And we'll just put our stuff in the exact same thing we had before. So we had, I forget, it doesn't super matter though, selective deafness, yeah. Unlikable, we had likable and Attention Seeker and weapons and tactics. And then we had the General. So that's it. So this is saved. This is done. This is a character. We have a test name. Bam. Done. I'm excited for this. So anyway, anyone interested, please do just, if you had trouble following this, that's okay. I don't expect people to pick up games as fast as I do or be as interested in the very nitty gritty little statistical stuff of character creation, because I love that. I love detailed character creation in game, and I just go nuts over it. So I know if I was watching a video or a stream on it, I would want to see that in depth. And I apologize if it's too much for some people. So if you want, you can go ahead and tell me every little thing you want in your character. Just send me either an email or a message here on Twitch, or you can just do what Boro did there. I'd probably do whatever ones roll into detection, intuition, stealth, and hacking. So if you want to make sort of a scanner type of character, that is a thing in the game. You can take like a scanner sweep and be the guy who's seeing what's behind the door. And if you want to do the hacking or the stealth, by all means, just type that up, give me a message. And one final thing, there are default portraits. That's true, you're a berserker. But there's default portraits, but there's also, alright guys, you ready for this? Import image. So if anyone would like a particular image for their character, again, just upload it to like Imgur or whatever your preferred is. I know Yanks uses some weird website, and I will go ahead and make that. Yeah, no rush, origami, because I'm heading off to bed, but I just wanted to get the seed out there, get people interested. And then I'll give you an idea what the game looks like here. If we go new campaign, just load it up. It's very cool looking. Unfortunately, I forgot I did lower my encoding to try and get frost cookies in here. But you'll see here, it's really interesting. I am a man in a ship. There's the monitor going on, and I'm just sort of here looking at the monitors and trying to help everyone get through. And then you equip your crew before they go out on the mission. So we've got like the standard weapon suit, or tech suit, sensor suit, the shield suit, stuff like that. So very cool. There are melee weapons you can take as a secondary weapon, a combat knife, but origami, maybe you want to go for the medium axe as a primary weapon. Take a secondary as the pistol. Maybe that's what you want to go for. I don't know. But it's an option. So if you do want to go your berserker, how that's going to fare in a game like this, I don't know. In a roguelike, generally you want to keep range. But maybe there's a reason that having the axe guy is going to be important. Maybe we need someone that can deal a different type of damage, or maybe there's a lot of, if you think to like Dead Space or something, ballistic weapons are not really going to take down those things. You do need to cut them. I'm not sure. I haven't played, but I'm very excited. And guys, that's right. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for all joining me. Thanks for putting up with my craziness. I really do. I get excited about things, and I'm stoked. So that is that. Oh yeah. Also, one last thing. Again, not sure who all is here right now, but I am setting up a role-playing game session soon. So if anyone would like to get in the role-playing session, I'm looking for 6 players. Frost Cookies is already signed up, so I'm looking for 5 more, and not sure when we'll do it. We got to work out a time once we figure out who all is in, but I'm starting to put it together. So again, toss me a message on Twitch or an email saying you're interested in that. But anyway, yeah, thanks guys. You all have a nice night, and I will catch yous tomorrow.